So my shop did end up calling me today, and it's Friday, so it's this. They only called me once this week, but they gave me 2 furnaces. There's some other stuff back in there, and this gas fireplace. It's not cast iron, so it's not super heavy, but it's still heavy. It still has some good weight to it, and it's gas. So probably just throw that out as one piece. I don't think there's any parts I really want to take off of it. I'm not sure yet. Just I've never really, don't get too many of these, so there maybe the logs in there. I'm not sure. Anyways, other stuff that I got from the drop-off bin, I got a few got 2 printers. There's one there, there's one over there, and some microwaves, and there's a dryer right there. That is a dryer, and I picked that. That's from my Kijiji ad. Someone left that outside of their house for me. Went and picked it up. So I'm gonna start sorting through this tonight. It's getting pretty late. The sun's about to go down soon, but let's see how far I get, because I'd really like to make a scrap load for tomorrow. I wanted to bring that hospital bed in separately just to see how much I could get for one hospital bed. I don't know if that's going to happen. It's just a lot of extra work for me. I'm just going to say, like, I could probably get, that's a good amount of steel right there. I don't know, what do you guys think? You know, this hospital bed is pretty heavy, and for these 2, there's 2 of them here. Yeah, probably, I would say like $20 worth of steel there. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm just gonna, hopefully I'm gonna get all of this and that, all the steel in one load for tomorrow. Got some ancient technology from my drop-off bin today. This, I believe, is just a regular VCR recorder, RCA. Guess it took a battery, so it's like a portable unit. Anyways, really don't think I'm not gonna try and resell any of this stuff. It's just too old and beat up, really. There's that one, and this, I believe this, maybe it went alongside with this unit, not sure, but believe this is like something you would use on the very, very old VCRs, and you would hook it up to record at certain times, you know, from TV shows and whatnot. So you'd preset the days of the week and the times that you wanted to start recording at. So I think it was something like that, and it would hook up right to your TV and VCR. Neat. Auxiliary battery there. Doesn't have a date. Made in Japan. Oh yeah, RCA Corporation. So it probably went alongside. These 2 probably went along with each other. And a couple of these old cable boxes. This one has the remote control. Very old stuff. Like I said, ancient technology. All set to go, guys. This is a heavy load I got here. Doesn't look like it from the camera, I'm sure, but trust me, very heavy stuff in there. 2 furnaces, water boiler right up there, that red tank thing, and then 2 hospital beds, and that's just, those beds are just heavy steel. Can't believe it. And a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm thinking it's definitely going to be over 1,000 pounds, probably, maybe even right in the 1,500, you know, 1,500 pounds, somewhere around that. So we'll see how much I get, because steel is doing very well. Let's go get it. All right, guys, that was pretty good. I'm back home now. Yeah, there was 101 bucks, 1,100 pounds, 1,120 pounds, getting 200 bucks metric ton. So pretty good, pretty good. So give me 100 bucks, and yeah, oh, I'm just feeling tired. I did have, just hoping there's a pot of coffee waiting for me inside. and food. Right, Haley? Come on. Good doggy. Because I didn't have any coffee or food yet. But at least my truck is empty once again, so I'll be ready for my busy Mondays, which are always busy. And more scrapping. The only thing I didn't bring in was this dryer that I picked up from Kijiji. A Kijiji ad, someone responded. So yeah, I'm not sure what's wrong with it, but there's quite a few parts inside that I want, and I messaged him asking him what was wrong with it. You know, that's like the door hinge, the door bracket, for example. It's like there's two of them, 2 hinges on it, so kind of neat. See, it has the model number right on it too, which is always handy. So stuff like that, I want to dive into that one and get as many parts off of it as I can. And in here, yeah, it's just a lot of wire and stuff. And oh my gosh, Ocelot, what'd they do to you? Oh, they put on his sweater. Oh, you're taking it off though. You poor cat. They found a sweater, a cat sweater at Value Village or some place like that, some thrift shop. They put it on my poor cat. Oh dear. Yeah, so it's just lots of wire I have to go through. And that TV still, it's actually, I can't find anything wrong with this giant TV. Except the color's kind of the picture is kind of pixelated. I haven't had any coffee yet. Yeah, the picture is really pixelated. It looks kind of grainy, so I'm not sure which one of these boards would do it, but definitely a power supply board and these other boards work, because I came outside with the DVD player and everything seems to be working. So there's that. So I list these helium tanks and big bucket of wire. Got some motors and stuff over there, some ACRs that I have to clean up. Big pile of TVs as usual. It's just piling up. I can never seem to make a dent in this thing. So gotta bring that in eventually. Got all these motors here and ACRs. Just a pile of electronics. Dirty aluminum there. Clean aluminum. Fills up fast. And lots of computers to play with here. So once it gets a little bit warmer, I'm gonna come out here and test them all out. And I'm thinking that I want to plug them in, test them out, see if the motherboards are good, because I do pretty well with computer motherboards on eBay. I sell them on eBay. I do fairly well with them. So I want to make sure that I can get to the BIOS screen on them, and then I'm going to sell them. There's just a lot of other electronics up here, kind of stuff that I got in my drop-off bin, but I don't really know if it's working or not, so I probably will just end up scrapping it all. And stuff that I can't test, because yeah, these receivers here, for example, I have a hard time with those. I don't know much about audio equipment, so I've sold these before, and then I've had people complain saying that something's wrong with it, so I had to refund them. So I'm always a little bit scared to try and resell the receivers and other stuff like that. But you can make some good money, so that's always a good incentive to learn something new. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go inside. I gotta get some coffee and some food. I worked pretty late last night, and then I filled up the truck this morning. Did pretty well yesterday, guys. I did some touring around of the city. Basically, I replied to someone replied to my Kijiji ad, and they gave me a stove and a washer. Don't know what's wrong with them. They gave me this 8 horsepower Craftsman snowblower. Yeah, it looks pretty beat up. Don't know if there's anything on this thing. Maybe it has a starter motor. Maybe that will work. I'm not sure. A little light here. But other than that, it looks like mostly scrap. At the drop-off bin, there was some stuff too for me. Where did I put it? Maybe I put it in the front seat. I had some laptops from the drop-off bin, along with some other, usual stuff like wiring for computer monitors and other junk like that. Looks like a little pump. This Frigidaire gas range, I picked that up from a Facebook ad, a Facebook marketplace. I replied to this. He was given away for free. He took some parts off of it that he wanted to keep and he gave me the rest of it. So it has a control board on the front and a bunch of others. I'm sure I can find some other parts on this thing, along with like these cast iron racks here. What was the other thing? Did I put the laptops? Oh, I guess I already took the laptops down to the basement. It was 3 Toshiba laptops, all the same. They look all the same, at least. They look in pretty good shape too, so that's good. I'm going to plug them in and sell them, even if they're for parts or repair, whatever. So that's it, guys. It was a bit of touring around. It took me quite a bit of gas, I guess, to get all this stuff. I drove about half an hour into the city, and then I drove another half an hour south to this other pickup for that gas range, and then I drove home. So I mean, it was probably like an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours of traveling, and I got a bunch of stuff for it. So this is another thing that I did, guys. I just printed this off my computer. That's my logo that I bought a $5 for a few bucks, and this is just something I'm going to be dropping off in people's mailboxes, especially around here. I just noticed there's lots and lots of businesses that I pass by, and it looks like they could have metal and other stuff for me. So I'm just going to like drop this off to them, and then they can contact me if they want. So it's just things that I'm looking for. It's just all the things that I'm looking for, and that's kind of who I am. And then pickup conditions. So first one is that I cannot remove anything from inside of their house or their basement, or where there's a large flight of stairs. That's something I get asked all the time. It's like, I have something, but it's inside the house, it's really heavy, I can't get it out. You know, I don't want to have to work too hard for this stuff. It's preferred that everything's left outside for me, like in front of the garage or outside of the house, you know, somewhere I can just pick it up real fast and put it in the back of my truck. I prefer to have large loads of multiple items. And then I'm charging $20 for a TV. So that's the way I'm kind of putting it. Like, if they want me to just come to their house for one TV, I'm going to charge them $20, because that's something I get asked all the time about, is can you pick up my TV? I said, yeah, for $20, because, you know, even if they have like 10 TVs, I'll still charge them $20. You know, I just need to cover my time and my gas. So yeah, that's what I've done so far. I've had one person ask me to pick up their TV, and I said $20, and they said they didn't respond back. So yeah. Okay, so that's it. And I have this one. I have two different ones, two different sheets. I have one that has my phone number and my phone number for texting and calling, and this one's here just has my email. So, you know, sometimes I may not want to give out my phone number at certain times, so I'll give them that one. Most of the time I'll probably give out this one here, the one with my phone number on it, you know, just because, yeah, you know, it's just easier and faster. People want your phone number. Chickens are out today on a stroll, and I don't like you guys in here because you poop everywhere. Get out, get out, get out. Big red chicken. You made it through the winter time all right. Made it through the winter just fine. He's got a little bit of frostbite on his comb there, but he's all right. Ah. He's a little bit scary. He's a big guy. We're still getting lots of eggs. Getting, you know, about 3 or 4 eggs a day. It's really good, just from these little guys. All right, let's see what Christine brought home. She said she found some brass at the drop-off bin. Oh yeah, wow, lots of plumbing. Oh my gosh. Well, let's go put it on the truck, see what it is. good. Well, that's pretty nice. Lots of brass. Some of this might be red brass. Actually, you can kind of tell right there, that's red brass. And copper. Wow, can't believe someone dropped this all off at my bin. One other thing here I thought I'd show you guys is my new chicken coop. This is the outside pen that they have now, and you can see here it's just all steel studs, and it's mesh on the top so no raccoons can get in, and it's just wholly enclosed, so it's really nice and secure for the chickens. I'm going to build a better door here eventually, but for now I just kind of close it off a little bit. Still a little bit open at the bottom, but you know, chickens can't get out at least. But I'm still closing their little coop door at nighttime, so they go inside and perch. But I really like it because chickens are nice. The only thing that annoys me about these birds is when they go and walk all over my porch, and they sit on my porch and they poop everywhere all over my porch. It's pretty annoying, but otherwise we're getting a lot of eggs. So here, I'll show you. I think there's one inside here. Now I kind of cleaned all this out a little bit. I put some wood up there for them to perch on, more perches over there, and I put their feeder up here. And I just use, this is the ABS, like the same thing I was using before, but I strapped it to the wall and I put this funnel here so it's easy for me to fill. And I put it up here thinking that it may deter the chipmunks and stuff. You get a lot of chipmunks coming in here, and they were just taking all the feed all the time. So let's see. Anyone home? Hello, chicken? No eggs yet. I won't disturb her. She looks like she's content there. But we are getting like 4 eggs a day from 4 chickens. It's pretty nice. I moved their feed. This is where all their feed is right now. Inside this thing. It's nice and waterproof.